all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just had to do and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib ain't getting money, you gotta...
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Get the ball.
Second and 5 now. Haskins. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Check right. Watch it, hey, pick it up, defense. That's good.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. That is how you... Flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, ball. Check. I got it. That's mine. I got him.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, man.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Carson, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Here's Carson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They run it with Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Man, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Grant. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. This is Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Chris Carson, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of it. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Rudy Williams on the coverage.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get off the field. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Let's go now. 5, 6 yards. Eat. Here we go.
second down. Haskins. Man open left side is Brown. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Oh, nice move. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback.
Against him.
A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And an alley to run. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Trubisky to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down now, it's Grant. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's complete into the hands of Carson.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep, Antonio Brown. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after pressure gets to him, and down he he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Haskins down around his goal line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now a give right side. Grant. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Lions on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line. And now will they use a timeout? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A first update now from Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now Trubisky on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they had planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. On first down, Trubisky. This is caught. A really nice gain. At 25 yards. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Trubisky will come up here first and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Carson. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
3rd down, here's Haskins. He finds Roberts, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed?
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. If we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Call an audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.